Finally, just about set to drop the puck on the 18th season of Chicago Wolves hockey. Owned the entire time by Don Levin and Buddy Myers, so some things never change. Wayne Mesmer, Gene Ubriaco, Wendell Young, Bill Bentley, Mike Nardella, Craig Kogut, Pete Taylor, they've all been here for the 18 seasons of Wolves hockey. Courtney Mahoney and Kevin Kaser, 17 years with the Wolves, and we are underway officially. Eddie Lack quick to play the puck, and it will go all the way down.
Eddie trying to get the first shot on goal for his team.
And Nolan Youngman, a familiar foe with the Milwaukee Admirals, last year with the Rampage, signed a 2-year contract in the offseason with the Florida Panthers.
He did, and they were quite excited. I remember earlier in the summer when they were showing off their signings, he was included in that batch of players. And as you mentioned, 2 years to stabilize the defense, and a big, tough, aggressive player he is.
Off the puck drop, it'll come back to the point for Youngman, rolls to the corner. Pitch it in from the left side is Robeck. Now Youngman, a little wrist shot, he scores! And then tipped out in front by Brecken Kearns.
Absolutely dropped down, the puck did, after, I believe, Kearns touched it. Connaughton in the vicinity also trying to take care of business in front of his own goal, and smart play. We're just talking about Youngman. All he did was wrist it through. There is some traffic in front. You never know, and it's early in the season. I'm sure some nerves in play. Hard to see on that angle, but it definitely did touch something, and you can see the reaction from Lack. Did not see it, I don't believe, and a little redirect helped out. So it looked like Kearns did get a piece of it.
Kearns and Youngman, the only two players that were with the Rampage last year. Makes the stop out in front on the rush. Shot attempt by Repik. Reinprecht behind the net. Being chased down and run into by Erickson. Back up top, floating shot blocked by Davies. To Haydar in the neutral zone. Connaughton with a little miscommunications. Haydar finds Doell out in front. Legacy to stop. Rebound. Doell shoots. He scores. Welcome back to the Wolves. Kevin Doell. After a year in Finland, he draws first blood for Chicago.
Oh, excellent second effort and staying with a puck, and there was just a maze of white around and surrounding Kevin Doell. Again, the Wolves were able to enter the zone, back the defense up, and tell you what, Darren Haydar, he's going to spot somebody available. Nice pass he does make to Doell. Doell's first shot, he gets a little bit of a break. As a defenseman, I believe Koska has it jump off his skate blade right back to the stick of Doell after the second attempt by Doell, and he ends up beating the Legacy for the first goal of the Wolves, and a nice goal late, 49 seconds remaining in the first period.
Big goal there by Kevin Doell, playing his 359th game with the Wolves.
You know, once when I was with the Hartford Whalers, was the only man out in the playoffs, and we skated a lot in the playoffs, the extra guy, and I was always told to do my line rushes to stop, and I non-stopped.
You were a good circler, weren't you? Wolves on the Galaxy home remodeling power play, their third of the game. They're 0 for 2 with 2 shots, and we're unable to set up there. And just like that, 40 seconds gone by in the man advantage.
And one of the things so far in this game, we're just halfway through, is the Wolves have had about 3 or 4 good chances with a lot of momentum to shoot the puck as hard as you can, but they've missed the net on all of them. A couple of glass rattlers, and that last one off the boards.
Tip on in front! Archibald's first goal. The Wolves grab a 2-1 lead on a simple saucer pass from Darren Haydar.
Now, you mentioned it earlier on a tweet, I believe, watching the Wolves play in one of the preseason games, that Darren Haydar was in fine form with those soft, feathery hands that he does have, and he takes the puck through the neutral zone, is not challenged, makes a sweet move, is able to hold on to it past Greg Rollo, and then the backhander through the defenseman, and simply, as we just said, drive to the net. And I think that may have went off the shaft of Archibald's stick.
So Archibald getting his first pro goal. He said today he was so excited to make his professional debut after playing last year in the OHL as an overage. And getting this chance, he buries the goal.
Well, I think he liked the opportunity he was going to have to play with Darren Haydar.
Check will rim it around. They hold it to the near side. It slides out to center. Nolan Youngman going to slow the pace. Right on the tape with Cohen. Let the puck do the work there as the Rampage come through center. Pass out in front and a quick shot. We're tied at 2. Jonathan Hazen, his first pro goal.
Just a super pass. I believe it was Michael Ruffick. Or was that Robeck moving up in the play? Robeck moving up in the play. A very gifted offensive young defenseman. And he's pressured, then let go. He's got a lot of room and looks back, and nobody picking up the last guy coming in, the most dangerous. And the feed is perfect, leading, and then a quick wrist shot with traffic in front. And the shot perfectly placed, just under the mitt, up against the post on the left side of the net to tie the game at 2.
Darren Haydar, if you scored, you just kept going. He didn't stop, and Haydar went 2 for 2, and he's like, this is more back checking. And the third shot, he just came across and ripped a slap shot that missed the mark.
That's funny when we were watching. You wonder, yeah, they keep scoring, they keep going, so you keep getting tired.
I would assume we'll see Bill Sweat, who went 3 for 3 on chances.
Yeah. Oh, and that, yeah.
We were watching. There's a look at Bill Sweat, who was teammates with his brother Lee Sweat last year in Manitoba. And both the Sweat brothers were disciples of the Kenny McCudden hockey schools when they were youngsters.
Living out in Elburn, lots of travel. I talked to Billy, played a little bit in Highland Park, but he was everywhere. Living that far west. I think that's the blue line. It's on my stop all the way out to the furthest point west you can go.
How often do you take that?
Well, not that way.
Eddie Lack will settle in. Looks like San Antonio, the home team gets to decide if they want to shoot first or second. And Chuck Weber has decided his team will shoot first, and he'll lean on the services of E.J. Jenks. A left-handed shooting Jenks will get the first try out of Wolverine Lake, Michigan. He splits the legs, and San Antonio scores in their first attempt.
Subtle move, head fake, and then goes between the legs. Lack at a piece of it. Let's stick off the ice.
Mark Mancur will be the first shooter for the Wolves. The right-hander had 32 goals last season. Cuts in, and Foster makes the save.
Foster stayed with Mancur all the way across the top of the crease and didn't give him any room. If you get the puck up, you're going to score, but too tight to the net. Tried to stuff it in, but Foster, nice job.
Jonathan Hazen, who's tied the game in the second period, will be the second shooter for San Antonio. With some speed, goes to the backhand, he scores!
Not much of a move, just a little shift into the backhand. Gets it up over Black.
Well, miscommunication. It'll be Erickson or Haydar. It looks like it'll be Darren Haydar. Haydar last year with the Wolves was 1 for 8 in the shootout.
Good one here.
The player of the decade brings it in, shoots, and Foster makes his second straight stop.
Not sure what Darren was doing from our angle, but didn't seem to get the puck up like he wanted to, right into the pad, left pad of Foster.
Steven Reinprecht, the last Florida Panther cut in the preseason, will get a chance here. Reinprecht, crafty venture, goes slow, and Lack slams the door, closing his legs.
Last year of a $2 million per year contract, Reinprecht didn't get his money's worth there.
Sebastian Eriksson, who was anxious to go in round 2 for the Wolves, will get a try here. In round 3, the Wolves could use a tally. The Swedish defenseman will pick up. Backhand bit off the crossbar.
Made the move he wanted to. Elevated the puck nicely, but hit the post, crossbar.
Well, Rampage can win it here in the 4th round. Thomas, who was an all-star for the Rampage back in 2007, with a chance here. And Black makes the save.
Eddie not sure where the puck was after it hit him because he was sliding back into his net. And he could take the puck in, but it went off his body and into the corner.
Wolves have to score here in the fourth round to extend the shootout. They'll lean on Bill Sweat. 19 goals last year for the Moose. Sweat shoots, and Foster gets a piece of it, and he picks up the win. So the Wolves will earn a point in the debut behind the bench for Craig MacTavish, the one-time New York Ranger who obliges the fan, but San Antonio will take the 2 points. The Wolves will settle for 1 and head to Houston tomorrow.
Well, you need to score in these situations. The Wolves able to crack Foster on the shootout. The Wolves had some very good spurts of action offensively in the game overall, but a nice one to get under your belt.